And for the final time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as Monday Night Raw brings to you its portion of Wrestlemania live from New Orleans, Louisiana. And if you haven't noticed by now, business has just picked up, as we are privileged enough to witness the arrival of apparently the greatest man that ever lived in his own mind, the sadistic, manipulative Kevin Owens makes his way, having no idea who his opponent's going to be here tonight. Chris Jericho, basically sick and tired of Kevin Owens' BS, has deemed this a WrestleMania surprise challenge, open challenge, so to speak, and we have no idea who Kevin Owens is going to be facing here tonight, so I await anxiously with the rest of you. And who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Who's it going to be? Holy shit! Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen! Do thine eyes deceive me? The Texas Rattlesnake has absolutely blown this stadium apart. My God, I can feel everything. Just my chair, everything is shaking in this building right now, as we welcome the baddest motherfucker that ever stepped foot in the WWE ring. The Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, is here, and he is in the mood to whoop some ass. You gotta think this is basically Chris Jericho giving a big FU to Kevin Owens for all of his actions over the last few months, and just the entitlement that Kevin Owens has displayed, demanding title shots and throwing temper tantrums, beating up referees, beating up Chris Jericho in the locker room last week on Raw. But now it's time to pay the piper, Kevin Owens. Receive your penance. Oh my God. He couldn't have been put in this match with a meaner son of a bitch than Stone Cold Steve Austin. And believe me, after years away from the ring, Stone Cold looks fantastic. And I can imagine he's eager to just open up a can of whoop ass. I know it's a little trite to say that, but I believe Stone Cold, really both of these guys, these are two guys that are in a bad mood 24 hours a day. And Kevin Owens is about to get some retribution here for his actions. Stone Cold Steve Austin looks great to me, heading in, but he's caught with a looked like a DDT, but he's fighting Kevin Owens off here. And again, I'm not seeing a whole lot of ring rust on the part of Austin. A true professional his entire career. He's always been very capable in that ring. As is Kevin Owens, the Destroyer, pretty much, we can call him. I mean, he's... Well, I know that name's taken by, Samoa Joe, but Kevin Owens can live up to that moniker as well. This guy can do some damage. And if I was Stone Cold, as pissed off as you are, and as much as you've been instructed to kick Kevin Owens' ass, you got to have eyes in the back of your head, but Stone Cold stands right up to him. And believe it or not, Stone Cold's the one that went outside and grabbed that baseball bat. Now, I am told that this is also a no disqualification match. Chris Jericho has basically stated no holds barred. Weapons are legal. Anything you want to do to Kevin Owens, you go out there and do it. And there it is! The stunner! The Stone Cold Stunner! This is over just like that. 1, 2, and whoa! No! Kevin Owens lives to fight another day here, kicking out of that Stone Cold Stunner, and he is busted open. I'm not sure how he got that cut, but that's what Stone Cold can do. Oh, here we go. Kevin Owens with a quick cover of his own, trying to steal a victory there, but man, this crowd just jumping out of their seats with excitement after that stunner. One of the greatest wrestling moves of all time, in my opinion. And Stone Cold has taken Kevin Owens to this woodshed here. Kevin Owens is in a lot of trouble, and here we go. See that Texas rattlesnake with his patented elbow. And that usually sets up another Stone Cold Stunner. And yes, sir. No, that Kevin Owens falls into the corner, luckily for him. Avoiding the fate that awaits him, the punishment, the embarrassment for him if he would lose to a legend like Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens is a believer in the up-and-comers, in the young generation. And here we go, a stunner for your ass, Kevin Owens! And that's another one. 1, 2, the blood is dripping down, and that's going to be it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, by the orders of General Manager Chris Jericho, carries out his duties here tonight. And Kevin Owens will receive a WrestleMania loss at the hands of the Texas Rattlesnake, and believe me, that is a stain on his permanent record that he is never going to forget. Do not piss off General Manager Chris Jericho. Wow. Stone Cold Steve Austin makes a surprise appearance here in New Orleans. And we have been just blessed to witness 3 legends returning here tonight. My God, Stone Cold caps it off as only he can. And once again, this is not a loss that Kevin Owens is going to take lightly. Believe me, this is an embarrassing loss. I'm sure you're going to hear something. Wait a minute. Stone Cold. Once again, you forget who you're in the ring with there, Kevin Owens. Owens couldn't roll his fat ass out of there, so Stone Cold's taking advantage right now. And he's willing Kevin Owens to his feet. Don't do it, man. And here, boot. Boom! Another stunner! By God! By God! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Ladies and gentlemen, what a night. However, it has come down to the nitty-gritty. We do have one final match for you, ladies and gentlemen. And if you've been following Raw, you know exactly what time it is. And once again, this crowd, no rest for the weary tonight. Daniel Bryan receives a massive reception in New Orleans. Once again, this entire stadium is literally shaking, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a night for the ages, and it's not over yet. My goodness. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't get over how loud it is in here. This crowd is electric. As Daniel Bryan, our Royal Rumble winner, looks to capture the Universal Championship since making his return from injury. And he's going to have to do it against the legend, the Hall of Famer known as Sting, as we get ready for what should be one hell of a match. And Daniel Bryan's got him fired up. Wait a minute, what is this? What? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I am speechless. I've seen a ghost. Is this still 2018? My God, I'm looking at 1993 here. The Universal Champion Sting. I'm shocked. This is not the typical Sting that we know. This is the old school. The man that ran WCW for years. Sting has said over the course of the last few weeks that he has felt such a rejuvenation in his career. He feels young again. And with that rejuvenation, he's brought the Universal Championship back around his waist, and he's held that thing for a few months now since Royal Rumble, winning it in more than impressive fashion. And here we go. Daniel Bryan starts out with a German suplex.
Put your phones down, guys.
Daniel Bryan's obviously not impressed, not fazed by the gimmick change here of Stinger. Again, I saw a ghost. I was in shock. Sting has brought back the old school moniker, the Stinger. The man called Sting. Whatever you want to call him, the bleach blonde, the surfer, whatever. This was the guy right here that piled up the win after win, the championships after championships, defeating legends like Rick Rude, Big Van Vader, Ric Flair, multiple occasions, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan. This man has done it all in this business, and tonight he looks to do what many consider to be impossible, and that's stop the momentum and the rise of Daniel Bryan, the resurrection of Daniel Bryan himself, coming back from a devastating neck injury to win that Royal Rumble. And again, these are the two men that really claimed that show and set the tone for WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan winning the Royal Rumble earlier in the night, Sting capturing that Universal Championship for the first time and shocking the world, as he has done here tonight, and he looks to do so again. But he is definitely the underdog going into this one. Daniel Bryan is the odds-on favorite, as usually the Royal Rumble winner carries a ton of momentum going into WrestleMania. Oh, and Daniel Bryan backflipped almost over the guardrail. Sting is not going quietly into this New Orleans night. Sting is here. Make no mistake. This is not a marketing ploy. This is not a gimmick. This is for real. Sting won that Universal Championship, and he intends on keeping it. He's not just a part-time legend that shows up here and there every few months. This guy's here on Raw every week, taking on the best in the business. Oh, and a nice heavy shot there. The Sting follows Daniel Bryan to the outside once again. These two having a little bit of trouble keeping things between the ropes, and Sting flies off with a heavy clothesline. Follows it up with an elbow drop to the heart on the outside. And as you can see, this does not look like a 50-year-old man. This looks like a 25-year-old Stinger in his prime right here. Taking it to the American Dragon himself. As Daniel Bryan's able to regain control, and nope, Stinger's fighting out of it though. And I expect this to be a back-and-forth match here. These two guys have a lot of respect for each other. And we did see a little bit of competitiveness. Oh! And a heavy powerbomb. And he swings him into the apron. Hell of a move by Sting. We saw a little bit of competitive nature from these two, but what else are you to expect? Sting goes for a cover here. I don't think it's going to be enough to put away Daniel Bryan. But these two, they do have a lot of respect for each other. We didn't really see anything dirty. We saw tempers get a little heated, you know. But these two, at the core, I believe they do have a lot of respect for each other, and you know, I don't expect this one to get dirty. This should just be a classic wrestling match, which is what it's all about, really, when you get down to it. That's what the Universal Championship and Raw represent. True wrestling. Old school, one-on-one, get in there, follow the rules, beat your man clean. Is Daniel Bryan. Oh! Thought he was going for a suplex there. He turned that into a Falcon Arrow in midair. Off the top, and Stinger's in trouble. The Universal Champion finds himself in a world of trouble right now. Luckily, he's able to slip out of there. Hits a Scorpion Death Drop on Daniel Bryan. And we got a cover. That could be it. Daniel Bryan able to kick out. You did see him grab at his neck. And that's got to be something he's going to be concerned about from here on out for the rest of his career, for the rest of his life, really. Figure Daniel Bryan takes one wrong move. That's going to be it for him. Follows up with a nice belly-to-back suplex, and Daniel Bryan's getting pumped here. Bringing the crowd to their feet. They can sense it coming. Daniel Bryan with the yes chance. Are we in the midst of a Universal title change here at WrestleMania? Daniel Bryan with a beautiful backflip and a head of steam. Ducks a clothesline. Boom! Hits a big flying clothesline of his own to Sting. And again, the champion finds himself in severe trouble. Daniel Bryan delivering the yes kicks. This crowd is going f***ing nuts. And he's going to follow it up to the back of Sting's head. And as brilliant as Sting's title reign has been, oh, what a beautiful reversal. I was just going to say it may be coming to an end here in a few minutes. But Sting is able to hit that reversal and stay alive. And here we go. Follows it up with a few clotheslines of his own. Stinger's got Daniel Bryan reeling into the corner. And Sting, oh, a big clothesline. I was expecting a Stinger splash there. That may have been a mistake. Daniel Bryan's able to slip out and follow it with a neck breaker. That's what I'm saying. Had he hit that Stinger splash, that might be a different story. But we got the yes lock! We got the yes lock, but Sting's all over the ropes. That was terrible ring positioning by Daniel Bryan. And I'm surprised about that. He's one of the best in-ring technicians we have on Raw, but made a mistake in the heat of the moment right there. Looks like he's just trying to slow things down now and regain some control. Gets a near fall. Shockingly a near fall on Sting, but again, he's still in control here. The champion has got to regain it. He's got to come up with a big reversal here. And he's not going to find it as Bryan hits a missile dropkick off the middle turnbuckle. And again, all that momentum that Daniel Bryan had from the 2018 Royal Rumble all the way through February and March, and he's carrying that into WrestleMania tonight against the champion. Formidable foe here in Stinger. Sting's able to fight out of that. And Sting with a neck breaker of his own. And this could be the tide turning here. Heavy right hand. And a Scorpion Death Drop out of nowhere! Sting hit the Scorpion Death Drop on Daniel Bryan. And that surgically repaired neck may be the death of him. 1, 2, and Sting! Oh my God! Sting retains the title! Against all odds! Just like he's done for 30 years! Stinger has defied everything and everyone! Sting carried that Universal Championship into WrestleMania, and he's walking out with that very title! Sting has slayed the American Dragon and remains the king of the mountain on Raw. My God, what a night, ladies and gentlemen. The era of Sting continues on Raw. Take a look at your Universal Champion. It's real, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for joining us here. It was beyond my pleasure to bring you Raw's WrestleMania. Thank you once again for joining us, and have a good night.